¿Qué pasó? All right, well, time to go. What is up, guys? David here from Overland Nomad. Today, we are gonna be camping on the beach. I got my 94 Toyota pickup. I'm gonna be camping in my DIY pop-top camper. We got Piper with us, and we already have our first obstacle, which is right in the entrance to the beach. You gotta throw four-wheel drive on. All right. Let me see. No, it's not. That one. That's the problem. Is it working now? Should. Thanks, bro. It's super windy out here. Like really bad. Hopefully it dies down later because this is bad. Well, guys, I have a little announcement to make. It's actually not a little, it's a big announcement. I'm gonna be working this year with OnX Off-Road, which is the best off-road app. I'm gonna be working with them this year. So this channel is gonna be getting a ton of content. So what's gonna be happening is that I'm gonna be making my own content, but I'm also gonna be making content for OnX. I'm actually making a trail review of Access 6 here in South Padre Island. So please, go follow, subscribe to OnX Off-Road's YouTube and Instagram because you're gonna be seeing me for exclusive content on their channel and Instagram. I'm gonna be the Texas representative, so there's gonna be a lot of videos, but not just that, but I'm gonna be inviting you guys to a lot of cars and coffees just all over Texas, maybe some trail rides. I'm gonna be posting up soon, so really excited. And there's one thing I do want to tell you guys though. Thanks to you guys, this was possible. You guys have been supporting me for all these years, and I really appreciate you guys. I really do. It means a lot that you guys leave me comments, or even in person, you guys tell me things. It really means a lot, man. And yeah, that's my big announcement. it's open, but am I gonna break the law? No. Am I gonna break the law on camera? No. we found our spot for tonight. Should be good. Kind of protected a little bit from the sand. Piper's been anxious to get out. You ready, Pipes? Come on. I think this should be good. If the wind changes a little later, then we can move around, maybe get a little closer. But I do like that I'm a little hidden. I don't want to get too in the sand, in the dunes, because then it gets a little hot. I think we should be good there. Well guys, I'm very blessed that the wind slowed down, thank God. But I want to give you guys a little tour of Casa Nomad, which is Casa Nomad V2, version 2, because version 1 was the wilderness. This one is version 2. Some of you guys have been asking me if I'm gonna ever bring the wilderness back. I don't think I am. This setup is 10 times better for me. Personally, I like this. It has less room than the wilderness, but setup and storage is so much better. You got one window there to access your food and stuff. I got my pantry, all that good stuff. We got power station here that I recently hooked up. I ran the solar and runs through this little junction box I bought on Amazon, and then those wires go to that solar panel. I had that solar panel for a long time. It's a 100-watt solar panel, flexible. And I thought, you know what, let's slap it on there, and I can add another one later on, no big deal. I got my Starlink. And this is like my favorite part of the camper, is you get so much storage that's so accessible. I can just pop it open. I have everything right there. And also, I really love the barn doors. The barn doors, instead of getting through the tailgate, how you have to flip down the tailgate, it's a whole mess. This one, you just step on the bumper, you get in, and you get to go. Found you. All right, Pipes. Thanks for helping me out. Nice. Made it back. I got this Devos light on Facebook Marketplace for $100. I love this thing. You can set it 4 lights or 2 or 1. Guess we'll do 1 for now. You know what? No, let's see how it looks all with all 4. Yeah. You get the whole entire camp gets lit up with it. It's pretty nice. And I think I got a pretty good deal, $100. It's their version 1. You know what? For now, we're gonna drop it to just the 1 so we don't waste a lot of battery. And what's cool is that you set the light all the way up, so in case there's a lot of mosquitoes or not mosquitoes, like flies and gnats, they get attracted up there, not right next to you. Well guys, this is a great way to start 2026, a solo trip out here in South Padre Island. One of my favorite places to camp. Maybe, no, I'm not gonna say the most because the sand is annoying, but you get rewarded with this beautiful view of the ocean or the Gulf and the waves. And on top of that, I get the whole beach to myself. There's been only a few fishermen that have traveled south, and I do know that there's one car out there. I could see its lights, but I mean, I have the whole entire beach to myself. It doesn't get any better than that, guys. It's always nice to get away from things, take a break from work, from daily life, and come out here in the wilderness and sit by the fire and think about things, you know? I think all of us need a little reset every so often, doesn't matter who, everyone needs one. It's important. You know, come out here solo or with your dog or with friends and family. It's all pretty good. Sometimes I do need like a little solo trip like this. It's pretty nice. All right guys, well, it's time to cook up some dinner. Put this here. We're gonna be cooking some fajita, but first we're gonna chop up some onions, some bell peppers. Yeah, that's all I got. And then cook up some tortillas with cheese and quesadillas, and that's dinner. And Piper's gonna get a very, very nice dinner. Some fajita as well. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? ¿De qué? ¿Necesita hacer llamada? ¿Qué necesita? Piper, you scared me, dude. I kid you not, I was cooking and I was just having to stare through the window and I see a light like coming up, like someone walked, and I freaked me out. I got my protection and I grabbed Piper because Piper will attack. And yeah, it was a lady. I saw there was a car that went up to the East Cut, and I do know that there's one car out there. I could see its lights, and I guess they're stuck. But look, I would love to help, but I'm by myself. There's no one out here, and I don't know if it's a trap. I don't know. So, you know, I offered to call. You know, I have signal. She said she didn't. I said, well, I can call, you know, you can use my phone. But yeah, that's sketchy. All right, guys, I'm gonna pack up and leave. So that was a weird situation. I got a really, really bad vibe about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle because it just didn't sound right. She had a freaking phone. I offered her to make a phone call. She said no. I don't know. And, you know, I might sound like a jerk, but I don't know, man. I'm out here by myself. There's no patrolling law enforcement out here. You're on your own, like the Wild West. Last thing I want to happen is get jumped or robbed or something. I mean, I can see the car light up there, like it comes in and out, but I don't know. I don't want to be in an ambush. Something weird. All right, guys, this is probably the creepiest camping situation I've ever had, to be honest with you. So I packed up everything. I'm just verifying everything is here. Looks like everything's secured. All right, well, time to go. Alright guys, well, I was thinking about just camping a few miles south, but then I spoke to my wife and she had a good point. She's like, that just sounds super sketchy. She's like, I don't know how you're gonna go to sleep. And I said, yeah, you're right. And I did call, I called 911. I called the county just to report it. And they said they couldn't do much. They're like, we can't send anyone out there to like rescue or anything. Like they're on their own on that one. And then I told them my predicament, and the guy was like, oh yeah, that sounds super sketchy. I'd probably leave. So I calmly packed my items and then I'm heading south now. And at this point, I think I'm just gonna go home because that was spooky in itself. I don't know who's out there. Like, I don't know that lady. You know, there's other men out there. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. I hope she was telling the truth. I feel sorry that they're stuck. Again, you shouldn't be driving out here in two-wheel drive, especially out there. It's very loose sand that he's cut. But what a bummer. I was having a good time, as you guys saw I was cooking. And what would you guys do, honestly? Would you do the same thing? Obviously, if we were in a group, if I was in a group, it wouldn't be a problem. But again, there's no one out here to help out. Like I told you guys the whole time, no one's on this beach. At least the 20 miles of beach, no one's out here. No one's gonna come and help me out. You know, sadly for those people, you know, they really are stuck. A fisherman's bound to show up during the middle of the night or in the morning. They'll be fine. The weather is totally doable. I like my peace and tranquility. Get away from people because I'm not scared of animals here. I'm not scared of ghosts. I'm not scared of anything spooky like that. The only spooky thing I know are other humans. And they could be nefarious. They could be doing nefarious things out here. You know, I mean, it's happened before here at the Access 6 where they dump bodies, they traffic things across the cut. It happens. There's illegal activity that happens out here for sure. Do I want any part of it? No, I don't. So, guys, I was so hungry. I was about to eat that delicious fajita. Who's played Red Dead Redemption? I'm sure you guys have played it. You know when you're like on horseback and you go to someone's camp at night, like they're gonna pull out their rifle on you or their revolver, because you don't do that. Like, you don't pull up to someone's camp. That's just how I felt that situation was. And look, what really did get me sketched out is the fact that she did not take a phone call. I offered her to use my phone. She declined it. And then she had a phone. So at the East Cut, you get pretty good reception because Port Mansfield is just like a few miles to the west, inland. So we get the reception over there. Well, like right in this part of the beach, like right now that I'm in the middle, like there's no signal. So I did find it very odd that her phone wasn't working. I like how I told you guys, I'm like, what a great way to start the year. Solo camp. Man, I hope that doesn't ruin it for me, solo camping, because it probably ruined it for the beach. That's the downside of camping here on the beach, is that people can see you because they're driving up and down the beach. What do you think, Pipes? Piper didn't even bark. Dude, you didn't even bark. You barked when I like jumped out of the truck. You should have had my back on that one. Piper starts barking once I come out. She's like, oh, okay, someone's here. Dude. Piper was just hungry. Well, this is where we ended up. Piper, you can have a fry. There you go. For tonight, I thought about staying at a KOA, but this dog over here doesn't like people. She likes to bark at people. And I think I'm just gonna drive home. I live like an hour and a half from here. It's not a big deal. Well, guys, it's been about a month since I filmed out to the beach, and I say the least, it was a unique experience. But anyways, go subscribe to OnX Off-Road's YouTube channel. I already released some videos on their channel, including South Padre Island Access 6 trail review. Go check that out, which was what I was filming on that trip. And I also did a rugged adventure out in Big Bend Ranch State Park for 3 nights in my new Tundra. We go off-roading, camping, hiking, everything. It was a blast. So go check that video out because that's one of my top favorite videos that I've made. And I think you guys would enjoy it. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.